Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the game Need for Speed: The Run. This game is the newest in the Need for Speed series of video games. It was released in 2011. Despite the relative success of this series, this game got only an aggregate score of 68% on Metacritic. Personally, I think the game is better than that, but I will admit that this game has some flaws. First, I'm going to talk about the story in this game. The main character is a guy named Jack Rourke, and he's in trouble with a mob. The only way he can save himself is by participating in an illegal cross-country race known as The Run that goes from San Francisco to New York City and winning it. Really, this is a crime-based video game that disguises itself as a racing game. Now, the graphics in this game, I really enjoyed them. They're really a treat to the eyes, and it's just so interesting to take in all the sights as you go across the country. However, the intensity of the races means that you don't really have a lot of time to enjoy these graphics, unless you pause the game. Now I'm going to talk about the sound and the music in this game. Sound effects are realistic enough, and there are two kinds of songs in this game. One kind is like the kind that's in the movies orchestral soundtrack. I really enjoy these songs. Then there are licensed songs. Aside from the Black Keys, I really didn't care for these too much. Now I'm going to talk about the gameplay in this game. As I mentioned before, the big race across the country is known as The Run, and there are 10 stages in The Run, each stage consisting of several races. There's also a challenge mode to this game too, and this is unlocked as you complete the run. This is overall a little harder than the main game though, so be prepared for that. Now, throughout the game, there are several types of races. One is a basic race, where you have to gain enough positions to keep up with the pack, otherwise known as finishing first in the race. Then there are beat the clock races, where you have to get to all the checkpoints in time, or you lose the race. Then there are battles. You have to be in front of a certain opponent before when the clock hits 0, or else you lose. Then there is a race against a rival. And these opponents are usually tougher, and they have a few tricks up their sleeves too. I think this game is really exciting and really fast-paced. There's a sense of urgency to this game, like you have to complete the objectives that are laid out at the beginning of the race. And really you do, because if you don't place first in the regular race, for example, you can't go on. You have to repeat the race again. It's sort of like Ace Combat Assault Horizon that puts you under a lot of pressure to complete the objectives. So those two games, while being different in nature, are similar in that regard. Now I'm going to talk about the reset in this game. This reset system drew a lot of fire from the critics. I actually like this reset system because if you mess up, it allows you to go back and do it properly. Though if you use the reset too many times, you lose the race. I did notice there are some problems in this game though. Some of the stages some of the races are really hard. In fact, some of those stages could only be completed out of luck, meaning the opponents crashed into traffic or the other cops on the road. Also, the car selection system I didn't really like too much. You don't always have a full set of cars available for each race. And sometimes the game forces you to control a car that's difficult to handle. Some cars can be unlocked to make things slightly easier on yourself though. Also, I noticed that there's an occasional bug with the crash system. Sometimes if you smack into an object hard enough to make you use a reset, it doesn't use the reset, like the crash animation doesn't go. And when this happens, I have to reset the race because I lost too much time. Also, sometimes if you go off the road, you'll crash into an object you didn't even see and have to use a reset. Staying on the road is fun and challenging. Smacking into an object you didn't even see is frustrating. Overall though, I really enjoyed this game. My recommendation is to play if you're in the mood for a racing game of a different kind. I give this game an 8 out of 10. Anyway, if you have a comment, praise, or constructive criticism for my video, post down here and I'll probably reply to it. If, however, you decide to flame my video, you are simply wasting your time because I will delete your comment. Alright, thank you for now. I'll see you next time.